Church sex news.
What?
Churches love sex.
Oh, I got so many stories about church sexing. Not my sexing, but somebody else
You would
sexing.
have sex inside the church?
I got stories.
I knew that people went to church just to go get godly women because they are the most tempted and horny.
Have you ever seen the bane of a penis?
There's something about church that makes people horny like crazy.
It's because
Forbiddenness.
they repress their sexuality. And some of them too, by the way, they act they're all holy, but that's the guys because they just want to fuck.
You know, when I was in 2nd grade, I went to a Christian school. And when I first got there, I just came from a public school. It was popular for the 2nd graders to all make out.
Whoa!
Did you make out with her yet? Did you hear Billy made out with this person? Everyone was just making out.
That's how you get mono, kids.
Yeah.
Everyone's like 6 or 7 years old. That's crazy.
Submitted by Bart's third finger.
Oh.
The penis.
Isn't that the 11th?
The 11th finger.
I think 3 thumbs up maybe. I don't know. Actually, I don't know where it came from. I'm just playing along.
A family-ran swingers club was masquerading as a church.
Why was I not invited? So hating on this shit.
You didn't check your email? I remember they told me they sent you an invite.
Ooh.
Well, I didn't check my email. I was in Hawaii.
No, they call him
When I interviewed
Joseph.
them for this story, because I'm a journalist, you know.
Tell me the detail, Dad, Tiffany. Take it away, Tiffany.
Yeah, so this club, they call themselves the Social Club in Nashville, Tennessee.
Social fuck.
Fucking horny ass Nashies.
Yeah, so
I don't
They're
know.
the home of country music, and fucking.
Country music.
Country music. Not just the regular country music, but the country music.
You know what I mean. Down.
When you masquerade as a church and you fucking lot of people. There you go.
Country music.
So apparently they had a club already, like a swingers club established, but then they announced that they had plans to move to a suburb and open up like an office there or like another club there.
An office.
Yeah.
It smells like bleach all the time.
Ew, gross. So then neighbors found out of this suburb that this club was planning on going into their suburb. So then they were outraged and they quickly passed laws directly aimed at preventing the sex club from opening there.
No sex club in my town.
Yeah. So then the owners announced that instead they would be opening a church that it's open to members only, but they promised that there would be no sex there and like they would just have, you know, specific rooms for church events, like the choir room.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So then,
Like the ladies sing.
yeah, so then these two undercover investigators, they went into the club and then they discovered that there was just a whole lot of fucking everywhere where it should have been a church.
And the investigator had to get evidence, and they had to log in about 2,000 meetings and attended about 3,000 events and participated because they didn't want to be ousted as investigators.
Yeah.
Johnson,
thorough
why is this
investigation.
investigation going on for 6 years? It's like one of those situations. Huh?
Why are you always falling asleep when you're giving these reports?
Smoking a cigarette right after you come out of that house is a little bit suspicious.
Yeah, so apparently after that night that they went, there was like this 4-page report that they created where they described all of these things that they witnessed, which was like they saw this pregnant lady getting her nipple sucked by 2 different men. There was this other one where there was this couple having sex and one of the investigators asked like, oh, can you take a picture of us? And so like he took a picture of them while they were having sex. And then,
Snapchat.
yeah, and then there was just a whole bunch of other rooms, and like that choir room was really a dungeon room where they would have like
BDSM.
yeah, stuff
Ball
like that.
gags.
That's pretty dope.
Was it really like the shape of a church, or was it like a warehouse, or like I'd like to see the room?
So it was called United Fellowship Center, which was owned by Freedom for All Inc., which is the lease holder. This is what it looked like.
Looks like a skew.
Yeah, and then that's the building.
Damn, they making bank if they can afford that whole building.
Yeah, they charge $40 for couples $20 for single women, and I believe it was, $50 for single men
That's so cheap.
A month?
to enter these parties.
Oh.
So each time that you go in,
How you hear about these parties? Just word of mouth?
they have a website.
I don't know, because every time I think of like orgy, I'm thinking like all paid beautiful actors in like the porn world.
like
In
what?
the real world, it's people of Walmart that's fucking each other.
That's true. Is this a form of prostitution because there's exchange of monies?
No, apparently it is legal in multiple states.
I don't think it's prostitution because you're not paying for sex, you're just paying for the entry.
Oh, and then you're
Sex
fucking
is-
whoever the fuck you want.
Yeah, it's kind of like I'm just paying for the gym membership, but it's up to me if I want to work out.
Yep.
Yeah, so this man, his name is Al.
Wow.
Whoa. He participated.
He runs the club with his family. And so apparently this is
His
like a
forearms are bigger than his
family-
biceps.
That means he jacks off a lot.
Yeah, apparently like this family here is just heavily involved in the swingers world. And he runs this club with his niece, who's pictured here.
She looks
So-
like a swinger.
Yeah, so this is his sister's
Oh, they're
daughter.
fucking for sure.
Well, what they claim, so this is a still of like an interview when they were at this swingers convention, and they were like proudly saying like, yeah, it's a family-run business. Like everyone in our family is like somehow involved in this. We love it. It's awesome. And then she's like, yeah, we've been to the cruises, we've been to other events like in Vegas and things like that. And then so the interviewer was like, so do you guys like participate with each other like in the same room, or do you like accidentally walk into each other? And they were like, no, we're really we stay on the opposite ends of wherever we are, so we don't like bump into each other, so they don't like try to involve in like incest or anything like that.
That's respectable.
Yeah, so then
Goodness.
when they were talking about going on the cruises, they're like, yeah, she stays on her side of the ship, I'll stay on my side of the ship. And then the guy's like, it's not weird at all that this is your uncle and you're running this type of business with him. She's like, no, it's perfectly normal. And then the interviewer also asked like, wait, so how, like, when did you find out that your family was involved in this? She was like, I had always known my family was involved in being swingers. Like, it's just a norm for me. She's like, I can't even remember how old I was when I discovered it.
Yeah, she probably grew up in the family.
Even, like, her friends, too, growing up, they all knew. So I'm like, interesting.
It's the same thing as like a Chinese restaurant. Like, why is it weird to open a Chinese restaurant with your uncle? It's not. You know, like you guys, it's just a family business, like any other family business.
Yeah. So then now the city that they're in,
I have so many questions for them.
I know, me too.
Can you imagine the type of complaints they receive or shit that they discuss? It's so different than a restaurant because it's like, oh, we need to order more produce. We ran out too soon.
They
Like,
might not even get complaints because everyone's having an orgasm.
That's true. Could you please clean up after your cum? Come on.
all over the ceiling.
I wonder what their Yelp reviews are like. Excellent, 5 stars. I fucking came so many times. Party was awesome.
Now the city is suing the owners.
What?
Because
Don't be fucking over here. That's what they're saying.
no, so the business that they're operating, it completely violates the property owner's permit, which is to operate as a church. So that's why they're being sued.
What if that's their religion?
The religion of fucking.
Then you got to get it verified.
Well, that's why it's a violation of the new laws that they implemented to prevent the sex club.
Why did they have to go into this like town to do this shit?
I
why
know,
this
I was
town?
thinking the same thing.
There's so many like cheap vacant land all over, you know, where was it? Kentucky?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Yeah, I know you can buy homes out there for like 50 grand or whatever, so they can build their own little facility in the middle of nowhere and have a party fuck town in an unincorporated little place.
Yeah, so another thing is that this church was within 1,000 feet of a school, which also violates law.
I see.
Yeah, that's not cool because you don't want kids walking home from school and they see like a guy getting spanked with a whip from another guy and he has a ball gag on and a girl's behind a dude with a strap-on dildo
Carrying
fucking
that.
in the booty. Yeah, and then there's another lady over there that's got, you know, clothespins on her nipples while
They wouldn't
God knows
see any
what.
of that.
I
Well, like you're gonna be hearing just screams all the time.
Oh my god!
You just don't know if they forgot to leave the blinds closed. Yeah.
It does like it. I'm just so curious, like what everything would smell, look, sound like.
You probably have a really good like custodial service.
You should go to a sex party and see what it's like.
Clean it all up.
I'd be down just to like watch though. I'd just be like, check it out. I'm like, oh.
I don't think you'll be able to just watch.
You're gonna get too horny?
No, I'm just thinking like
Oh, like walk out?
they would feel uncomfortable with you just watching.
No, that's what they have in these clubs. All they do is just watch.
Oh,
Some people are like the voyeurs. Some people are the participators.
you know what I'm saying?
Just going with nose plugs.
It might smell good in there.
Yeah, it might.
Sometimes I enjoy the smell of sex.
If it's your sex, like, are you do you enjoy the smell of
If I
other?
smell another man's nut juice, I won't get a boner.
Yuck, have you ever?
No, I mean like I'm just imagining that it smells like locker room.
Oh yeah.
So if it smells like a gym locker room, I don't know. No matter how hot a girl is, I don't know if it. I don't know. I don't think I can perform. Hello, my mother Jomalians. Please like the video, and for more beautiful videos, look up there.